All right, so tactical protection review, carjacking in progress. These guys are robbing this car and boom, they take fire, they retreat. One of them does not make it. That's the game, that's the aim. It's not so easy when the prey is armed. Boom! What's going on, you guys? Byron, Rodgers, Tactical Protection Review. Learn protection tactics from a protection professional. Let's take a look at this situation and see what we can learn. Obviously, we've got two would-be robbers rolling up on this vehicle. Right here, we see a choice point, right? So you've got two guys up against your window, and I want you to have a little conversation with yourself here. Would you know what to do? What would you do if you carry? Would you be able to get to your weapon? And I think this conversation descends into the appendix versus 5 o'clock carry position. You know, one of the reasons I carry appendix is because I can get to my weapon. It's right here. No matter what happens, I can get to my weapon, and I don't have to rock forward into the combat space in order to get to my weapon. So if someone approaches my window from the side, I can get to my weapon and I can fire through the door. I can fire through the top of the window. I can do some things. I've got some more options. Whereas if somebody is in my space, can I get to my weapon if it's back here? So if someone's over here to my left, I've got to adjust and do some weird things to get to my weapon, which is like, it's really not ideal. So for being in the vehicle, maybe you take your weapon out. Maybe you put it in another place where you can locate it. Maybe you put it under your leg. Maybe you put it next to you. Maybe you do some things with it that make it so you can acquire it easier. But then that goes into context, right? Where are you? Are you in a neighborhood that has carjackings that take place on a frequent basis? What's the context of your trip? You're obviously going to be in a transitional space here. So you know when you're going into transitional spaces, that's where everything happens. You're on your way from one safe location to the next. It's a transitional space. Do you plan and get tactical position and get in position accordingly? The other consideration I see here is, what is this right here? This car, remember we talked about cars. When they're not moving, they're what? Coffins, right? Cars are great tools when they're moving. The other thing I see here is, do you put your vehicle in park when you're stopped at a light or in any kind of dangerous situation? If I've got to stop in a parking lot to do something, I actually keep my vehicle in drive or in reverse so that if someone does run up on me, all I have to do is hit the gas and I'm getting out of there. Will they get rounds on target? Maybe, but the probability is a lot lower if I'm actually moving. The cool thing about this situation is I see that our driver does have a few avenues of escape that he can access if he is in a position to do so, right? So never just get channelized into thinking you need the car in front of you to move. You can pop a curb. You can drive out and around. Looks like there is another car still blocking him here though, so that probably isn't the move. My thoughts would be going up over the curb in this direction to avoid any type of further attack, right? And then ultimately you see that he does get some pretty effective hits on target here, and he drops one of those suspects and the other one flees the scene. So these are just a few considerations when traveling armed, traveling with your CCW, and these are some things that we're covering at the Protector Symposium. So go to protectorsymposium.com, train with us. We train with the biggest, the baddest, and the best in the industry. Or go and download our free training manual at goprotectornation.com or through the link in my bio, Byron_Rodgers, the link in my bio. Ultimately, share these videos with people you love so they can get the software of how to think and act to protect themselves. This is Byron Rodgers, protector by nature and by trade. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video or on the podcast or training with you guys at one of our live events. Out. Boom!